Cricket, and as I've promised on my Facebook status very early in the morning, I was going to make a review on this new 5-star, 5 out of 5 game, Gods of Olympus. Now, before I start the review and the playthrough, if you would like to have other game reviews specifically for the mobile, then please comment down below on what game you would like a review for me to do a review, and I will very much do my best to get into the game or the app you want me to talk about, and of course subscribe. So without further ado, let's go for Gods of Olympus. Flipping this one, okay. Alright, Gods of Olympus. Ooh, by the way of the content and how you see it on your screens right now, there's probably one thing that will come in your mind. There are buildings, there are archery towers, there are the small resource kind of thingies. You're probably thinking this is another Clash of Clans game. So, pretty much it is a build, defend, and attack type of game. So in a way, it's like Clash of Clans, but it's actually very different from how it is on COC. And to be honest, this game puts on more strategy than building time. While in Clash of Clans, you would be waiting for some time, like seconds to days, depends on your level, in order to get all the structures done. Here in Gods of Olympus, you just open up your building, like what you want to build, then just drop them, and they'll instantly come into play. So, for example, I want to build a Zeus house. I have enough stones for that. I want to build a Zeus house. In Clash of Clans, you would have to wait like at least a minute or seconds, depending on your level, to build even the smallest structure. But watch this. If I would drop this Zeus house over here, it's an instant build. Now, if you still don't have any proof, let me select my resources over there. Let's see if I can build something out of the money I have. If I don't, then let me go ahead and proceed with the review of the battle techniques, battle stuff, before I go into that, like the proof that you really don't need any building time for this. And apparently, they're all 44 to 30 stones. I will build an academy just to show my point, but then I lacked like 5,000 plus stones, so no. So Gods of Olympus is based off, well, Greek mythology, Roman mythology, and what we see here are two temples. These temples summons your heroes or the gods. These are the main buildings you need to defend. Destroy both of these, or depends on how many temples you build, you're practically defeated. Your village is defeated, or your ancient civilization is defeated. So, I'll show you the gods. So far, these are the only gods available. Ares, Aphrodite, Athena, Zeus, Hera, Apollo, Artemis, and Hades. The major gods, if you call it. You can buy these gods using gold. They give you one free god when you start the game. So you can check over the biography. Let's check on a hero I bought for free. Not really bought, but they gave me for free. Let's start with Zeus. Alright, so here you can see the biography rather, of the god. And then what's cool about here is that you can have skins for your god, and these gems you don't really need to worry about buying using real life money, because whenever you complete an achievement, they give you free gems, which if you'll be patient enough, you can buy one of the skins. They have the stats. You can upgrade their stats depending on which god is part of your strategy or simply your favorite god. Here you have the different skills of the gods, which I will be showing later on during combat. Chain lightning, the details about it, and the intro, lightning storm, and all of those things. Just choose to upgrade them. For example, I upgrade lightning, lightning storm. There you go. Pretty much the same for other gods. They have different skills, different skins, different, what do you call this, stats. Alright. So the thing about here is that even if you don't have the temple, you can just unlock a god which requires level or gold after you've unlocked that level. But it's not really necessary that you build a temple before you can buy a god. The god can come first, then you can just buy the temple. If you want, you can just have like one temple, doesn't matter. But the temple is what powers up generally, not really power up, but gives bonus to, of course, the god that is correspondent to the temple. So basically, when it comes to buildings, we mostly have only a few. But then, that's the thing I like, because Clash of Clans, or Star Wars Commander, in that case, whenever you level up, you get to unlock building after building after building. But over here, it's like, how many towers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 towers, all in all. I mean, defense towers, which are mostly ranged towers. And an academy to summon like land troops. But then, that's part of their strategy. And then you have the different houses, which boost reanimation chance to troops. The troops that are worshipping those gods, there's a high chance that if you build these houses, more troops would spawn to help defend your village in case of a raid from other players. But the thing about here is that you can't build a house without first building the temple. Because it's the kind of logic that, of course, if you don't have a temple, no one will come to worship that kind of god. So I have to build the temple first and build the house, and that's where the worshippers basically stay. Then, of course, here you have the decoration, random decoration for your civilization. Now, meanwhile, here are the list of temples. Different temples, not just powering up the gods for a general boost, but the different temples also have different effects. For example, Temple of Athena provides health boost, Aphrodite unit boost, so on and so forth. So, you can keep expanding for as long as you want, and the more you expand, the more you discover ancient ruins like this, which would help you. It's like a free resource you discover. Just as I tell you, you can get gems from achievements. This one is for attack, so you have different levels. And this one is your nectar. If you lose all of those, that means you have to wait till they refill, and they refill through time. This one is the clan chat. The thing about here is that there's no public chat, but there is a clan chat, which means that you can't chat with just randomly to public, to the world. You have to be inside the clan in order to chat with different people, which I think that's the only letdown for me, because I love chatting with other people. Alright, so the last thing about here that I want to show is the combat, so I can get that extra stone. You have different, you have the campaign, the challenge, the spar. So let's go for normal. Now here, unlike Clash of Clans, there's no troops you summon. You only summon the gods that you bought. So I have 3 gods, as you have seen earlier on my civilization. I only have 3 temples. So I summon Zeus, attack. The point here is to attack the temple of the opposing enemy. Summon Ares, attack this one, use the skill, attack this temple, make Hades go there. So I do. And once all the temples are destroyed, that's how you achieve victory. The same goes for your side of the village or your civilization. Once all your temples are destroyed, the opposing player who raided your village basically gets the point and the trophies. Alright, so now I have enough stones to show you the last of my point, the point in which I was telling you about earlier, that there's no build time in this game. You basically drop all the structures and then level up. Okay, let's go for a basic archery range, or maybe an academy. Still an academy over here. Guess what I said? Drop it, and there you go. And then what you just want to do here is like just upgrade them if you want to upgrade the troops or upgrade the HP on how long your building would last against enemy raids. That's it, actually. And then you just grab your achievement, which would randomly inform you if ever you achieved anything. And then just check your gods, upgrade them. That's how basic it is. Now you might think it's not as defensive, like it's not as challenging perhaps as Clash of Clans or Star Wars Commander, but guys, this game focuses more on the strategy, on the layout of your town, on how you can defend other enemies. Perhaps that's the reason why they didn't have any build times, because so you can focus more on upgrading and trying to, work around your town. But yes, it actually gets addicting. It might look boring when you're viewing it here, but it's actually really fun. So there you go, Gods of Olympus. Hope you guys love this game, and indeed, this game is a 5 out of 5 star rating when you come across it on the App Store. Once again, subscribe, comment, tell me what you think, and I'll see you guys.